Hello students, I hope you are all fine there. Today I am going to discuss about the topic matrices. What is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. The matrix arrangement is enclosed by square brackets, common brackets, you can use common bracket also, or a pair of double bars. So the matrix arrangement is enclosed by square brackets, common bracket, or a pair of double bars. What are rows? The horizontal line are called rows and the vertical lines are called columns. Horizontal line. These are the horizontal lines. The horizontal lines are called rows and the vertical lines are called the columns. For example, usually matrices are denoted by the capital letters A, B, C, X, Y, etc. Matrices are denoted by the capital letters A, B, C, X, Y. A matrix is a singular word. Plural form of matrix is matrices. A matrix is a singular. Its plural form is matrices. For example, A is equals to 3, 5, minus 7, 1, root 3, 0, 0, 5, 6. This one is a matrix. Which are the horizontal lines here? 3, 5, minus 7. These elements forming horizontal lines. Here also 1, root 3, 0. It is also a horizontal line. 0, 5, 6. It is also a horizontal line. Here there is first horizontal line, second horizontal line, here third horizontal line. Horizontal lines are called rows. Horizontal lines are called rows. How many rows are here? There are 3 rows. While writing the rows and columns, the order of the matrix, so we have to write the rows first, then the columns. How many vertical lines here? 3, 1, 0. First vertical line, 5, root 3, 5. Second vertical line, minus 7, 0, 6. Third vertical line. There are 3 vertical lines here. Vertical lines are called columns. So, here there are 3 rows and 3 columns. So, by this we can say what is the order of a matrix. What is the order of a matrix? A matrix having m rows and n columns is called a order of matrix. A matrix having m rows and n columns is called a matrix of order m cross n. I said already while writing the order of a matrix, the numbers of rows we have to write first, then the columns. That is because here the definition of matrix is m cross n. You have to write the numbers of rows first, then the columns. So order of a matrix is a matrix having m rows and n columns is called a matrix of order m cross n. We can give so many examples of finding the order of a matrix. We will check one by one. Generally, A is equals to A11, A12, A13. It is also a matrix. How many rows here? There is only one row because it is forming only one horizontal line. A11, A12, A13. Here only one horizontal line. How many columns? A11 is one column, A12 is second column, A13 is third column. So there are 3 columns. The order of a matrix is 1 cross 3, or we can say it as 1 by 3 or 1 cross 3. Similarly, we can use so many examples. 1 minus 5 root 3. How many rows here? There are 3 rows because there are 3 horizontal lines are here. So one is one horizontal line. It is forming a horizontal line. Here it is also forming horizontal line. So there are 3 horizontal lines. columns. Here it is only one column. Therefore, the order of the matrix is 3 cross 1. So, similarly, B is equals to A11, A12, A13. Next, A21, A22, A33. Similarly, A31, A32, A33. How many horizontal lines? Can you say that there are 3 horizontal lines because these elements forming one horizontal line. Here it is second horizontal line. This one is third horizontal line. Because therefore the number of horizontal lines is 3. Similarly, how many vertical lines? There are 3 vertical lines. Therefore, the order of a matrix is 3 cross 3. While writing the order of a matrix, we have to write the number of rows first, then the columns. What is the general form of a matrix? Next, what is the general form of a matrix? In matrix, a rectangular array n cross n is given by general form of a matrix. This one is important. While solving the problems, we should know this general form of a matrix. So that is A is equals to A11, A12, A13, etc. A1n. So A21, A22, A23, A2n, A31, A32, A32, A31. You can keep on writing this. The last one is AM1, AM2, AM3, AMN. So this one is the general form of a matrix. The general form of a matrix is A11, A12, A13 up to A1n. Similarly, A21, A22, A23, A2n, A31, A32, A33, A3n, AM1, AM2, AM3, AMN. What is the order of the matrix? Order of the matrix is M cross n. In this first element, this one is in the first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column, first row, nth column. Here also in second horizontal line, we can say that first row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column, second row, nth column. Similarly, the last nth row, first column, nth row, second column, nth row, third column, nth row, nth column. So the order of the matrix, the general form of the matrix is M cross N. Based on this general form of a matrix, we will solve so many examples. First one is construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. It is coming for 1 marks in the examination. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. A is equals to Aij. A is equals to Aij. Whose elements are given by Aij is equals to 2i plus j. Aij is equals to 2i plus j. This is the problem given in almost these kind of problems are given in every year, almost all the years. So we need to practice some of this. By using this general form of a matrix, we can construct 2 cross 2 matrix. What is the 2 cross 2 matrix? General form of a matrix. A is equals to A11, A12. Next line, A21, A22. We have to get the elements of these 4 elements. What the equation is here? What is Aij? Aij is equals to 2i plus j. Aij is equals to 2i plus j. So, the first element A11, this one is I and this one is j. So A11 ij, it is in ij form. So 2 of I is 1 plus j is 1, which is equals to 2 plus 1, which is equals to 3. Similarly, we need to write A12. A12, that is I is 1, j is 2. 2 of 1 plus 2, which is equals to 2 ones are 2 plus 2, which is equals to 4. Next, A21 is the element. A21 is equals to 2. We have to substitute here. I is equals to 2 plus j is equals to 1. So 2 2s are 4 plus 1, which is equals to 5. So last one, A22. A22 is equals to, so here I is 2, j is 2. 2 of 2 plus 2, which is equals to 2 2s are 4 plus 2, which is equals to 6. We can write all the values here. Therefore, the required matrix is A is equals to, what is Aij? That is A11 3. A12 is, where is A12? 4. A21 we have substituted 5. Next, A22 is equals to 6. This one is the required matrix. This is the value of this equation. Aij is equals to 2i minus j. Similarly, we can solve one more example. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. A is equals to Aij. A is equals to Aij, where Aij is equals to I minus j divided by 2. We know the general form of a matrix. What is the general form of a matrix of order 2 cross 2? The general form of a matrix of order 2 cross 2 is equals to A is equals to A11, A12, A21, A22. So we have to substitute by using this equation Aij. The equation is I minus j divided by 2. What is I here? I is, what is A11? A11, I is 1, j is 1. 1 minus 1 divided by 2, which is equals to 0 by 2, which is equals to 0. Similarly, A12, I is 1, j is minus 2 divided by 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1 divided by 2. A13. Here what is I value? 1 minus, because minus in the equation I minus j is there. So j is 3 divided by 2, which is equals to minus 2 divided by 2. So it will cancel. The answer is minus 1. What is A22? So A13 we don't need to write, because in the second order matrix we have only A21. So A21, what is I value? I value is 2 and j value is 1. So divided by 2. So 1 by 2. So the answer of A21 is 1 by 2. Similarly, A22, what is A22? I value is 2 minus j value is also 2 divided by 2. So 0 by 2, which is equals to 0. Therefore, the required matrix is A is equals to A11 0, A12 minus 1 by 2, A21 1 by 2, A22 so 0. This one is the required matrix. By using general form of a matrix, we can solve so many examples. We'll solve one more important problem. Construct a 2 cross 3 matrix. Construct a 2 cross 3 matrix. 2 cross 3 matrix whose elements are given by A, I, J is equals to I minus J. Aij is equals to I minus j. We have to write the general form of a matrix first for order 2 cross 3. 2 cross 3 means there are 2 rows and 3 columns. So A is equals to A11, A12, A13. So next elements A21, A22, A23. So this one is the general form of a matrix. We have to substitute these elements in this equation. So what is A11? 1 minus 1. Modulus of 1 minus 1 is 0, which is equals to 0. Next A12. So what is 1 here? That is I value is 1, minus j value is 2. 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. So modulus of minus 1 is plus 1. Next A13. I is 1, j is 3. 1 minus 3 is equals to minus 2. Modulus of minus 2, which is equals to 2. Similarly, A21. A21 for I value is 2 and j value is 1. So 2 minus 1 is equals to 1. A22. What is I value? I value is 2. J value is also 2, which is equals to 0. So A23. What is I value? I value is 2 and the j value is 3. So 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 1. These are the values. Therefore, the equation of this matrix is, the values of matrix is 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, minus 1. 1, 0, minus 1 it won't come because the modulus of minus 1 is plus 1. So 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. This one is the required matrix. This one is the required matrix. This is also important problem. It will come in the examination. So last problem we solve in this session. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. 2 cross 2 matrix. A is equals to Aij. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix. A is equals to Aij, whose elements are given by Aij is equals to 1 by 2 minus 3I plus j. This one is very important question. We have to construct 2 cross 2 matrix. We know the general form. What is the general form? A11, A12, A21, A22. So first A11, we need to be very careful. A11, 1 by 2, because the equation is 1 by 2, modulus of minus 3. What is I value? 1 plus j value 1. Close this modulus. So 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus 1, which is equals to 1 by 2 minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. We have already discussed in our first year PVC the modulus of 1 by 2. It is going to be plus 2. So answer is 1. For A11 is 1. Next A12. What is A12? 1 by 2. So minus 3. I value is 1 plus j value is 2. Okay. So 1 by 2 minus 3 plus 2. Okay. Modulus of minus 3 plus 2. 1 by 2 minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Already I said 1 by 2 minus 1 will become plus 1. So the answer is 1 by 2. Similarly, A12. A12 is over. A21. What is A21? 1 by 2. So minus 3. I value is 2 plus j value is 1. So 1 by 2 minus 3. 3 2s are minus 6. That is minus 6 plus 1. So which is equals to 1 by 2. Minus 6 plus 1 is equals to minus 5. Minus 5. So 1 by 2 which is equals to 5. The answer is 5 by 2. So last element we have to substitute A22. A22. 1 by 2 minus 3 of 2 plus 2, which is equals to 1 by 2 minus 6 plus 2. So 1 by 2 minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So which is equals to 1 by 2 minus 4 into 1 plus 4. 2 ones are 2 2s, which is equals to 2. So therefore the required matrix is 1, and we got first one is 1. Next A12 is 1 by 2. A21 is 5 by 2. A22 is 2. So by using this general form of a matrix, we need to practice so many examples, different kinds of examples. It will come in the examination. So next types of matrices. What are the types of matrices? There are so many types of matrices. First one is row matrix. Second one is column matrix. Similarly, square matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, unit matrix, null matrix. Null matrix are zero matrix. Next one is types of matrices. So there are types of matrices. First one is row matrix. Second one is column matrix. The third one is square matrix. Third one is the square matrix. Fourth one is diagonal matrix. Fourth one is diagonal matrix. Fifth one is scalar matrix. Fifth one is scalar matrix. Sixth one is unit matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. So zero matrix. Zero matrix, another name for zero matrix is null matrix or void matrix. So these are the types of matrices. First we will discuss few types of matrices one by one. First one is a row matrix. As the name itself indicates that row matrix. What are rows? The horizontal lines are called rows. The horizontal lines are called rows. It has only one row. So the definition of a row matrix is a matrix having only one row is called row matrix. A matrix having only one row is called a matrix having only one row is called row matrix. For example, A is equals to A11, A12, A13. How many rows here? There is only one row because it is forming one horizontal line. Therefore, it has only forming one horizontal line. It is called a row matrix. What is the order of the matrix? Here one row. How many columns? It is forming three vertical lines. It is forming three vertical lines. So 1, 2, 3. So the order of the matrix is 1 cross 3. So row matrix definition is a matrix having only one row is called row matrix. Similarly, column matrix. Column matrix. A matrix having only one column. A matrix having only one column is called column matrix. So for example, B is equals to A11, A12. How many rows here? There are two rows. There are first row and this one is the second row. How many columns? There is only one column. While writing the order of the matrix, we have to take the elements of the first, we have to write the order of the rows first. How many orders here? There are two rows. How many columns is there? One column. So this is the column matrix. A matrix having only one column is called the column matrix. We can give so many examples. Okay, B is equals to A11 because the order of the matrix is 1. Okay. Similarly, C is equals to 1, 2, root 3, 7 or minus 7, whichever elements you can give. Okay. Here it is how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows, only 1 column. So next one is square matrix. Consider. Next one is square matrix. A square matrix, a matrix in which the number of rows is equals to the number of columns. A matrix in which number of rows is equals to the number of columns. This one is very important. It is coming for exam also, that this definition is very important of a scalar square matrix. Definition of square matrix is number of rows is equals to the number of columns. Example, A is equals to, here we have to note that the order should be same. That is the point. We have to note that the order should be same. That is A is equals to A1. What is the order of the matrix? 1 cross 1. Similarly, B is equals to A11, A12. Madam, timings?
Timings 26.
So 2 cross 2. Okay. So here the number of rows is equals to the number of columns. Here also the number of rows is equals to the number of columns. This example we can give because only one element. It is also a matrix. It is forming rectangular array. The number of rows is equals to the number of columns. Similarly, C is equals to 1, 0, 5, root 3, 7, 3, 5, 7, 2. How many rows here? There are 3 rows. How many columns? There are 3 columns. Therefore, the order of the matrix is 3 cross 3. Next, what is a diagonal matrix? A diagonal matrix is a square matrix. It should be a square matrix. Diagonal matrix should be a square matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are zeros. A diagonal matrix is a square matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are zeros. For example, A is equals to 2, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 7. This is the example of a diagonal matrix. Here 2, 3, 7 are called the principal diagonal. Principal diagonal or leading diagonal. Principal diagonal or leading diagonal. The elements from left, right, bottom. Triangular matrix, and this one is called the upper triangular matrix. So this one is the diagonal matrix example. Diagonal element